Should I inform this guy about the actual reason why I'm not interested in dating him? I would say shoot him straight and tell him the truth. He probably already knows what he is doing but might not realize how big of a difference there is between him and his photos. Look, you seem like a nice guy and I genuinely thought we could have had a connection. But it was clear that your profile photos weren't recent and I felt deceived. And it's not even your looks that are the issue. Not looking like you did 10 years ago isn't a deal breaker for me. I know I don't look the same as I did. It was the feeling that I was lied to, and I just don't think that's a good way to start a relationship. Instead of trying to combat the feelings that I was lied to, I'm going to just pass on this. Lying right off the bat, no matter how petty, isn't a great way to start out. And it's dumb, too. It's not like a potential date is not going to discover the truth within 10 seconds of meeting him. I couldn't shake the feeling of being deceived. Because you were deceived. How can you start a relationship based off of a lie? He lied to you about who he was. It's not about his appearance, but how he lied to you from the beginning. Depends on if you want to be kind or not. He is aware of the fact he's using outdated pics and that he's gained weight. I'm sure he's worried about it. You really don't owe him that. I'd just say I'm no longer interested and move on. You don't need to be someone's mirror after one date. I recently had a similar situation. I debated, but eventually I told him I felt he was a little bigger than anticipated because of the pictures on his profile. Even though I usually don't have a problem, I am trying to find a specific situation, not necessarily a date if you know what I mean. He responded so politely. Later on, he even told me he would love to burn calories with me to help get in shape if I gave him another chance. We have been sleeping together since, rolling on the floor laughing. You don't need to use a reason. Hey, thanks for the night out. It was fun. However, I didn't really feel anything. So I'm not really interested in pursuing things further. I wish you the best. All you have to say is, I don't think we are a right match. Best of luck to you. I wouldn't let it go. Just tell him you're not interested in him that way. You don't have to give him a reason. That's enough. In my opinion, harsh truths are best shared with close friends. Otherwise, they may be perceived as hurtful criticism. If you tell him the real reason, he might not see it as genuine, and instead, you'll come across as unkind, potentially upsetting him. White lies were made for this sort of thing. I really would like people to stop pretending that the first visual impression on dating apps isn't important. It might not be the most important, but it is important. We are all window shopping with these apps. First, I think he understands there was deception on his part to some degree. Second, I don't think there's anything wrong with pointing this out. Third, if you feel the date went fine but don't want to go back out on a date with him because you felt deceived, then I'm assuming there was a pretty vast difference between the pics and real life. So did the deceit outweigh any connection you made? I'm the future. Ask for a current pic, nonchalantly, when y'all start talking. LMAO. You're judging him for his weight when your profile clearly shows you're a cheating OnlyFans star. Sounds like he's the one who dodged a bullet. I didn't think the date went well. A white lie. How is that a white lie? You felt deceived. Because you were deceived. And if you feel deceived on a date, that's not a good date. Yes. Welcome to my world. The majority of women I went out on a date with deceived me with pictures. More to the point, they agreed to a date, even though it was stated in my profile. No. Single. Mothers. They all revealed they have kids on the first date. When I told them things would not move on from the first date, they got pissed off. Because, apparently, I am an asshole for wanting to date child-free mothers. And because I made a direct observation, their pictures were clearly pre-children. Here is a thing. When a man is open about why he is rejecting a woman, he is an asshole. When a woman does it, she is empowered. I find both situations idiotic and divisive. Tell him the truth. How he takes it is his problem. He lied. I don't date anymore. Haven't for the last 5 years. I am done with this insanity of dating, where I am considered a freak for not dating single mothers and child-free women. The ones I met were either taken or we didn't connect. Mainly because I have standards. I want the woman I date to be child-free, independent, economically secure, living by herself, and confident, full of life and ambitions for the future. I want her to be on my level. I am done dating broke-ass women with no desire to improve their situation. For their own sake, I am nobody's savior. Did you inform him you are a porn star? There's 2 versions of the answer to this question. If the roles were reversed, and it was a guy not being attracted to an overweight woman, he would be seen as superficial for telling the truth. As you are a woman not attracted to an overweight man, it's perfectly okay and you should tell him. Damn. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Would the comments be the same? Imagine a man telling a woman who put some weight on that she's too fat now to date, even though they had good conversation and mutual interests. He'd be called every name in the book, and downvoted to the point of deleting the post. Maybe the guy is ashamed, and needs someone to like him for who he is, then gets motivated to lose weight. Ask why he used that pic. You might be surprised at the response. Just tell him that you just aren't feeling it. I think you need to be honest with yourself and him. What he did bothered you. I would not second guess or diminish your feelings on it. I can understand you want to be nice and save his feelings, but you should not sacrifice yours for his. So, would I mention it? Yes, I would. It probably will not change what he is doing, but if it does, at least you saved the next lady from the same experience.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.